Hello, everybody. Welcome back to this channel. Hope you're doing good. The suspended IDT CEO Tebogo Malaka denies bribery allegations. Despite the fact that she was caught on 4K, she says it was all a setup. In an interview with ENCA. Let's watch the interview and come back for the commentary.
So when I met the journalist, when we got there, before I even sat down, I said, I would like to have a separate conversation with you without Mr. Pash. And the reason I did that was that they've been meeting, both of them. I never had the opportunity to confront him about what has been happening. And the first thing I asked him was, why do you hate me so much? And he says, no, I don't hate you. I've been writing about Lucky Montana, Brian Molefe. It's not hate. And I said, but to me, it feels like it, because all these articles have been negative from work, and then they became very personal. And he says, no, but that's why we are meeting. We want to then improve on the relationship. And I said, I then highlighted how the negative articles affected me and affected my family. And then he said, no, I have had discussions with Mr. Pasha, and we had agreed on working relationship moving forward, and I had asked for a token of appreciation. And I said, I don't know anything about that. Maybe let us call Mr. Pasha then to come back. And then that's when I went to look for Mr. Pasha. I couldn't find him, and I asked him to call Mr. Pasha back into the meeting.
So the token of appreciation would have been the money we saw?
I don't know. At that point, I don't know. Remember, he said, we talked about the token of appreciation. And I said, I don't know anything about that. Let's call Mr. Pasha. I would argue that I was set up, because now when Mr. Pasha came back, the journalist kept saying, Mr. Pasha, where is the token of appreciation? Where is the token of appreciation? And Mr. Pasha then took out the money. I assume that's what they had talked about before, because they have met several times before. But then when the media reports and the video came out, it's me. But I never had the money. I never took out the money.
You're saying that this video was edited and chopped and doctored?
Yeah. If you look at the entire video, it would not show exactly what is narrated out there. It will show exactly how the meeting went. And I was never part of a token of appreciation or a bribery, or I never went there with the intention to bribe anyone. I have had a very bad relationship with this journalist. Why on earth would I then fly over and meet someone for the first time and offer a bribery?
Now, for a second, I know that you're going to count down on me in the comment section, but for a second, let us just visit this idea. Let's just entertain this humor for a second. Just imagine if Tebogo Malaka was truly set up like she says she was. What could this mean? It means that people we trust to shine the light on the corruption might actually be the corruption. We can't be oblivious to the fact that journalists have been used as pawns before, tools for political goal scoring, weapons for character assassination. And once the job is done, once the target has been taken down, guess what? Those same journalists suddenly pop up with cushy positions in political parties. Coincidence? This has been the game. Create the scandal, destroy the reputation, shift the public mood, and then get rewarded for your loyalty. It's not journalism, it's politics with a pen. And if that's the case with Tebogo Malaka, then the real question is, what did she do? Who wants her gone? Who stands to benefit if she's gone? What is the agenda? We all know that sometimes the headline is just the hit job dressed up as the truth. We're not saying Tebogo Malaka is innocent. I know that you guys are not agreeing with this narrative. I know. But let's allow ourselves to interrogate the story. Even if our minds are already made up, even if we think we know where we stand, we still have to look at all possibilities, because the moment we stop asking questions, the moment we stop doubting, the moment we get caught off guard. Yes, journalists have been used before as hitmen with headlines, assassins with pens, trading integrity for political rewards. We've seen the foundation coming forward and trying to spin the story by asking for the release of a full video as some grand act of transparency. But what if that too is just another tactic? a deflection.
Just briefly, Peter, there has been response now from Malaka, the Malaka Family Foundation, I think it's called, basically saying that this was all a setup between you and Minister Dean McPherson, challenging you to, I think, to release unedited versions of the audio and the video we saw last week, and saying basically that there was no attempted bribery because there was no agreement to that effect and no money exchanged hands. What happens now on that score?
Yeah, there's a lot there too. So we are taking that under consideration. So firstly, I think, it's just not because we pressurize with the Malaka Foundation. I think for the public's kind of benefit and consumption, we are quite probably going to release substantial portions of the unedited conversation between myself and her. And also just something to, I think the reasonable person would wonder. I mean, we have video footage where I kind of asked him, okay, but how much is that when they put that packet of money on the table? And she says 60. She says the word 60. And then Pasha Makalani, the spokesperson, also says 60,000 Rand. So it doesn't seem very likely that she would not have been privy to what was going on there. I mean, she was sitting there, she saw the packet being delivered. Just before that, she asked me to bury this waterfall story. I mean, the entire context and the developments that day really does not seem to absolve her whatsoever.
I know with everything going on in our country, we cannot afford to take anything at face value anymore. Not the journalist, not the politician, not the foundation, not Malaka. Every angle could be a trap. Every explanation could be a performance. And that's why we interrogate. That's why we keep our guard up, because in this country where narratives are weapons, the only defense we have is refusing to swallow the whole story as is. Let's not switch off our minds. Let's allow ourselves to interrogate each and every story, even if our opinions are already formed, even if we think we know where the truth lies. We need to still ask questions, because the moment we stop interrogating, the moment we stop doubting, that's when we caught off guard. Please tell us your thoughts down in the comment section, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Tell us what you think. Was Tebogo Malaka a victim of a setup, or is this just another clever deflection dressed up as transparency? Let's keep the conversations going. Drop your thoughts down below in the comments.